Real quick before I get this started, guys, just launched my new merch, my first ever merch, and I think it's pretty relevant of this channel and probably most of you guys as well. 5 colors: gray, dark gray, black, blue, white. You can't really see the white. You can on camera you can see the white. But yeah. Navy, black, dark gray, gray. Extra small, small, medium, large, extra large, 2XL, 3XL. This will be in the link in the description. You guys have 21 days to order this because of this website. And yeah, I guess we'll get on with the video. Thank you guys in advance if you choose to support the channel and purchase one of these legit shirts. So, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the video. Welcome if you're new, welcome if you're old, welcome regardless. I thought this video would be kind of fun to do because someone suggested like one of those 10 reasons why I blank this car, like whatever. There's way more than 10 reasons why I dislike this car. You know what, I'll just get into that. This is my 1999 Subaru Impreza Outback 2.2 automatic. So, how did I come about buying this car? Well, basically my 350Z blew up, my VQ blew up. I had no job at the time. I was filming for Haggard Garage and I was not getting any compensation at that time for Haggard Garage. So I had no money, and the money I did have from like side jobs, doing exhaust, brakes, stuff like that, I was just barely scraping by. So I'm like, hey, I need a car. Now, I never particularly was like, I want a Subaru. I was more like, I want a Civic because they're cheap. Just so happens when I was looking for Civics, they were not cheap, $1,000 and up. I didn't have that. Callie has a Subaru, and I was like, you know what? I don't really know that much about Subarus. I don't really know how to fix them. I'm sure if I get one and anything happens to Callie's car, my girlfriend's car, then I will be much more equipped to handle the problem, fix the car, diagnose it, whatever, which has turned out to be the case because I've saved her car many times, and through lots and lots and lots of work, I finally got her car looking like good. Now it looks fire. Before, not so much. It was like bone stock with blown strut. And I found this thing for $400, ended up getting it for $300 in New York, brought it back, fixed the head gasket. The guy didn't tell me it had a bad head gasket. Turned out to be head gasket and valves. Got a new engine, put that in, it skipped timing, bent the valve, put this engine back in after getting the valve replaced, and OEM Subaru gaskets on everything. It still overheats. I have my factory fans hardwired to a switch so both of them turn on, but if I'm on the highway and revved out for long enough and going up a long enough hill, it will overheat just a little bit. It'll go right back down. I don't know what it could be. I have flushed the coolant system with a friggin' pressure washer. I flushed it. It also has a new radiator, new thermostat, all that stuff. So I guess that would be number one. Thing overheats. Number two, this is a little bit more, yeah, that broke. Whenever I get gas, I'm at the gas station, I pump my gas. It kind of sort of takes forever to start up after I pump my gas. Which I've been told what the problem is, but I can't be bothered to fix it because, a little bit of gas and a little bit of left foot brake always fixes that problem. And another thing is when you open the hood and you want to close it, I usually use my Prelude key to push the latch back. That was a recent thing as well. My number one pet peeve about this car is how damn slow the thing is. Because I have a bad valve seal. Very bad valve seal. On cold starts, what that does is kind of clouds out everything and everywhere. And eventually it gets better and it goes away. Unless I like mat it or something after like a long down rev, because when you down rev you build up vacuum. The reason that it's so slow is because, well, one, it's an NA 2.2 and it's automatic, but the reason it's actually so slow is because the valve seal's bad, which in turn cakes the valve, which makes the valves not seat, so I don't have compression in cylinder 4, and I burn about a quart every 2 to 3 days, and I have to replace that spark plug at least once a month because it gets all plaqued up. Another big side effect of that is a giant misfire because you don't have compression in cylinder 4, and it's a boxer engine, which are supposed to be balanced in design. So when they're not balanced and when it shakes, it rattles bolts loose, and when it rattles bolts loose, it makes giant exhaust leaks because the flanges freaking come loose and strip out the heads and all that. Giant exhaust leak, very slow. It has to downshift to get up big hills. The front brakes have been a problem for me. I just keep putting new pads in them. I don't even care. I've never changed the rear drum pads, so I don't know how those are doing, but I've never changed those. The paint job was 40 bucks or 50 bucks. It is fading. If you want a paint job that looks okay for a year, I would do Rust-Oleum in a can from Walmart. Another thing I dislike about this thing is from all the, you know, froding that I do, the fender flare decided to leave. So that's good. Another shit thing about this is, I don't know if this is bad or kind of cool, but I can turn the key on and then ejecto-cedo the key and I could just take it home with me. Yeah, I could just leave. But I'm not worried about anyone stealing this thing because who in God's name would want these problems? Another thing I don't like about this thing is, I never bothered to fix this, but when I got it, the switch right here, basically, see how the window won't roll up? But if you flip the switch, yeah, dude, but it won't go down. Oh, but you flip the switch and she goes down. But that's more than I can say for that window because I have to put that up with my hands. From the driver's side controls, I can now only control this window right here. When I roll my windows down, I have to put that one down by hand, which is no problem because it usually just falls. I'll put this one down next because it's the easiest. Then I'll reach over, flip my switch, and put this window down. And then I'll reach behind me and put this window down because the switch works, but I can't control it from up there. And if you thought I was joking about the oil, and that's how much I have after putting in oil yesterday of the fresh oil. I also thought when I bought it that it would be a great idea, well actually while I was swapping it, to spend $30 on non-stainless 10-foot section of exhaust pipe and $30 on an eBay neochrome tip muffler thing, titanium burnt tip muffler, and cut out the secondary cat. So what I've effectively done is made this thing a insanely loud rattle box. Thank God I didn't cut out the first cat. That's probably my last suspect of the overheating thing. If that front cat's clogged, which it probably is from all the oil going in it for God knows how long, it's most likely clogged. It's basically a full 3-inch to an eBay exhaust straight pipe minus the cat that may or may not be clogged. But aside from it being a overly loud, underpowered, naturally aspirated automatic Subaru that I can't roll the windows up in from right here, that I have to turn my fans on with this dangling switch right here, I do have this cool compass that works, so that's a plus. I also have this nice double-din radio that doesn't have Bluetooth. So did I want this Subaru? No. Did I end up with it? Yes. Am I disappointed? Nah. And I'll tell you why. So I've had this thing for almost 2 years now. I know that because I think the registration ends in like, I want to say November, something like that. But I've had this thing for almost 2 years. Yeah, I've done some work to it, but all in all, this thing has gone through hell and back. I drive it every week until the oil light turns on, and then I put oil in it. So basically, I drive it until where if I take a hard enough corner, the oil light will flash. Because a little bit of oil that's left is just sloshing around in the pan. And yeah, you know, some of it may or may not miss the pickup and cause a little bit of low oil pressure. But I drive it like that every single day, no problems. The only thing I gotta deal with is some smoke, some pissed off drivers when they see me going a little bit too slow. Once I'm on the highway, if I get going doing 80, you know, which is speeding, but if I'm doing 80, it's fine. If I'm up in the revs, it's all good. Like I said, I've had this thing for 2 years now. I've had a lot of fun in it. It's just quite the character of a car, and I really don't know if I can get rid of it. Maybe I'll have to get rid of the Z. I don't know. I don't want to own this many cars, but like I kind of like this car now. And as bunk and junk as this car is, as rattly, loud, rusty, old, slow, that this car just emanates all those adjectives, all right? It is still mint. So shout out to that dude in the comments, because I thought this would be a fun video, and I think I had some fun like making it and whatnot. But I'm gonna go edit this, and hopefully it comes out good and is watchable for you guys. I'm gonna do my best to do that, because this has been a lot of talking, but I'm gonna try to make it bearable for you guys. All right, so let me know if you guys like it. Let me know if you guys want to see like a different type of list about another car, or even like other questions about this car you guys might have. But I'm sure anyone who's been here for long enough, they know the piece that is the Klautbach. So it's actually the Klautbach, but my friend Jake said the Klautbach one time, and I just thought it was hilarious. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed my big black slow Bondo filled rust infested shit show that is my Subaru. And I hope these bugs flying in front of the damn screen didn't upset you guys too much, because I've been trying to ignore them, and it's really, really annoying to do that. But I will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't. Let me know what you guys think about this video, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.